أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وآمنوا بما أنزلت مصدقا لما معكم ولا تكونوا أول به كافر به ولا تشتروا بآياتي ثمنا قليلا وإياي فاتقون ولا تلبسوا الحق بالباطل وتكتموا الحق وأنتم تعلمون. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Baqarah Ayat number 41 and Ayat number 42. So in these ayat, Allah tells us about uh, the Ahle Kitab, the people of the book, like Christians and Jews, especially Jews, that Allah invited them to accept Holy Quran, to believe and confirm and certify the Holy Quran. So that is the main thing, that invitation just given to them by Allah. Because the Quran, Allah said, is that book which is the true book, and it also certifies, it confirm the books which you have. Like the Christian, if they have Bible, so Quran certifies that book also, and the book, the Torah which they have, the Holy Quran certifies that book also. So this way Allah said, this is the book which certifies the book which you have already. So why you are not coming to accept it? Why you are not coming to believe it? So this is the address that Allah is inviting to accept and have iman on it. So next Allah said, you don't be the first one to deny. Because if you will deny, so the other people who will deny just to see you, so it means that the sinful denying of those people, so you will get the reward of sinfulness of those people also, that will be contributed to you also, because you have started to denying it. So that will be a trouble to you also. Next, Allah said in this one that if you think that you are just to sell the ayat or the verses uh, or the expression of my truth in the form of Torah or Bible, so even for the Quran, and if you are just to sell the truth just for your own purpose, like just to be greed of money, greed of popularity, greed of proudness, greed of anything. So Allah said this type of wealth or greediness or something, that is nothing if you compare it with respect to the reward that will be given in Jannah. So this is nothing, even if you will be given the whole world and the things of the world, whole world contain, just that is nothing. Even it is not a little bit if you compare it with the reward that will be given at the day of judgment, the people who go to Jannah. So this is nothing. And Allah said, you must have the fear of me only. Don't be under influence of any person, and not to give fatwa or not to give recommendation according to their need, leaving Sharia. So you have to say everything under the Sharia of, like, uh, Christian or Jews, what they have, and for the Muslim, that Muslim. Then Allah said, because you have to look everything, that the reality that you got now in the form of Holy Quran, so you just accept it and confirm it and certify it with iman. Then Allah said, "Wala talbisul haqqa," or in other ayat, you are not to mix up the falsehood with the truth. So you have to make the separation. What is the reality? That must be separate. What is the falsehood? That will be separate. So there must be identification. And also, you are not to hide. So you are not to hide the truth. You have to say openly what is the truth, what is the haqq. You have to tell it. وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. If you know that, because you know, if knowingly, you are not to conceal the truth. So these are the things Allah express. We are just to read now. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala say in this ayat, two ayat. First ayat, Allah said, وَآمِنُوا. This is invitation to the Jews and the Christian and all the people of books, that Allah said, wa aminu, and come to believe, bima, in what, anzaltu, I have sent down. So you come to believe to that one which I have sent down. It means you come to believe on Holy Quran that I have sent down. Musaddiqal lima. Musaddiqa mean certifying, confirming. That book confirm lima, that which ma'akum, with you. So the book that is with you, this book, the Holy Quran, it confirm your book also. It certify your book also. So this way it also says that your book is the true. It was true book. It was Allah's message for the guidance of the people, even Torah or the Bible. So this was even the Psalm. So these were the book, and all other books, the 315 books that came to guide the people of the world. So those were true, based on truth, and those were the wording of Allah for the guidance of the people. So this Holy Quran is the true book. It confirm your books. So I invite you to come in to believe in Holy Quran. So this is the message Allah said in this. Wa aminu, and come to believe, bima anzaltu, in what I have sent down, like Holy Quran. Come to believe in Holy Quran. Musaddiqal lima, and Quran, Holy Quran is that book which confirm lima, that which ma'akum, with the book which is with you. So this also certify the book which is with you. So it means Holy Quran. So you have to accept, you have to believe it. So that is, and then Allah said after that, wala, and do not, takunu, be, awwala mean the first, and don't be the first, kafirin, kafir mean the disbeliever, and don't be the disbeliever, the first disbeliever, bihi, of it. وَلَا تَكُونُوا أَوَّلَ كَافِرٍ بِهِ, and don't be the first disbeliever of it. So Allah said, don't be the first disbeliever of this book. This book means the Holy Quran. Don't be disbeliever of Holy Quran. It means you must believe in Holy Quran. So this is the message for all the book people of book, like Christian and Jews and all other who are people of book, up to the day of judgment, that they have to come to accept Holy Quran and believe in Holy Quran, and they don't be the first first disbelievers, because if they disbelieve and if their generation they disbelieve, so it means the sinful reward of disbelieving will come into them also, even they will die, and their generation which will disbelieve also, and the reward of sinfulness of disbelieving or denying will go to their account also. So which continue to go to their account. Then Allah said, Wala tashtaru, Wala tashtaru, and don't accept, and tashtaru mean exchange, or you can say bargain. Like when we bargain, like we are just to sell the things, and selling and buying. And Allah said, you don't sell and buy, don't exchange bi ayati, my ayat. Ayat like the signs or the verses of Bible or Psalm uh, or Torah, and even for the Muslims, the Holy Quran. So you are not to sell or buy, you are not to bargain, you are not to use them for the worldly business, like you have the business of different things, and don't get samanan price kalila small, and don't get the small price of that one, because the world, anything you get here, the price, even if you get the whole world and what the world contains in exchange of any verse or exchange of any ayat, so that is nothing if you compare with the reward that will be given at the day of judgment. So Allah said, this is nothing, so leave it, and be like, just don't be afraid, don't have a fear of any person, and don't do or don't mix up anything with their influence. You must frighten from me, you must have fear of me alone, wa ijaja, and alone from me, fattakun, should have fear. You must have my fear alone only, so no other. Don't be fearful from others, so just be fear from me only. So Allah said this one to the people, like to the scholars, to the biggest people who are just to know the religions, so to them also. And then Allah said, Wala talbisul haqqa, wala talbisu, and don't mix haqqa, haqq mean truth, and don't mix truth bil batil, with the falsehood, and you are not to mix up the truth with the false. So falsehood and truth must make them separate. So don't mix up them. So Allah said, don't mix up. وَتَكْتُمُوا وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ. Taktumu mean conceal or hide. Haq mean truth. And don't conceal, and don't hide the truth. So you are not to hide the truth. وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ, while you know that one. وَأَنْتُمْ, and you, ta'lamun, you know, and knowingly you are not to hide, you are not to conceal what is the truth. So it means this is the biggest message for for all scholars of Bible, of Torah, of any other book. Like Allah said, you are not allowed to mix up the truth with the falsehood. So you know that at the time of Prophet ﷺ, some Jews, like this was the habit actually in Torah, and the people who were in sexual uh, evils. So there was the punishment for them, and that stoning, for if a person who was married and the woman was also married and they have done sexual intercourse, and the punishment was just stoning up to the death. So that was also written in the Torah. So, but these people, like these uh, Jews people, and they change it. How they changed this punishment, which was written in their book, for the people who were rich. So for the rich people, they were just to whip them and just to put some blackish color on their face and just to make a round of the streets, and they say this punishment has been done for them. But actual punishment was written in the Torah that they must be stoned. So stoning was the punishment for the people who were married and they have done sexual evil. But they changed for the rich people. Rich people was the different punishment, and for the poor people was the different. So this was the thing they have done. Even this, they have presented this one before the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also. And this was the situation. Allah said, this is one example I gave you. So many other type of, like you can see the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the whole picture, and the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how he will be, and about him different the situation that was written in Torah also, they changed. Like for example, the about the stature of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how long or short he will be. So it was written that he will be not long, not small, like medium, but when he will be with the people gathering, so he will be prominent there. So this was written, but they changed. They changed that the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will be the longer person and will have a long height. So this was a thing. So many things they have changed. So this changing what they have done. This Allah said. This way Allah said, "Wala talbisul haqqa," and don't mix up haqq, the truth, bil batil, with the falsehood. Falsehood, what they wanted with the people. What so just they changed with respect to the people desire. So that was the batil, or that was the falsehood, and they mixed up this one knowingly. So Allah said, you know what is the truth, why you are mixing up the falsehood with the truth? And this is also a lesson for us up to the day of judgment to the Muslim also, because the Muslim scholars are big people who have the knowledge of Islam. They change the Sharia, or they change the information what they get, what they have in Holy Quran and Sharia, and they change sometime in favor of other peoples who are influential because of their fear, or because of the greed of money, or proudness, or you can say the popularity, or something like this. So these type of things are haram, because the people who will mix up the falsehood with the truth, and they will fulfill the desires of other people. So it means at the day of judgment, what will happen to them? So they will go to the hell, even if they are scholars of Islam also, because of hiding the truth and showing the truth in a falsehood form, just to make happy the people due to the influence, or due to the greed of wealth or something. So those people are sinful, and even if they are scholars also, their place is hell. So this way, it is the lesson for the whole of all, for all of us, including the everyone, that we are just to tell the truth. Even after knowing the truth, we are not allowed to mix falsehood, and we have to be careful while telling the message that we got from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the form of Holy Quran and Sunnah. We have to tell the truth before everyone, even if someone is influential person. So we are having only the fear of Allah, because Rasul Hikmata Makhafatullah, and Allah will look after us if there is some problem, and Allah will protect us. So if we have a tawakkul on Allah, and then there is no problem. So the Muslim person who is nice one, good one, pious person, noble person, and having fear of Allah and having frightening of Allah, and that person is lovable before Allah, and at the day of judgment, so that person will find the place in Jannah, inshallah.